In Victoria, they've decided that they won't be taking hotel quarantine travellers, overseas travellers. They also don't have their QR codes uniform like in New South Wales, Jim. It is the Premier who's basically afraid of his own system, isn't he?
It's quite amazing, and we saw the gold-plated system in action in the last couple of days. But a couple of weeks ago, I brought up a delegation of small business people from the far south coast of New South Wales because they lost a significant proportion of their annual business when on New Year's Eve, Premier Andrews pulled all the Victorians back. We've just been through 5 days of shutdown, and I think his teflon coating might be moving a little bit. And if he thinks that he can just build, he's at this stage, Chris, you might be aware he's talking about building his own quarantine facility. That is an incredible investment and so complicated. Just make the current system work. You can make this work. Just look at New South Wales.
Yeah. Richard, what's the problem here? Is it a government that doesn't know how to logistically run the state? Like, you go to the airport at Tullamarine, there's no one taking your temperature, but you come from Tullamarine to Sydney Airport and someone's there taking your temperature and asking you a few questions. We've got one QR code operating in in New South Wales, a whole heap of QR codes, including pen and paper. What is wrong with the Victorian government?
Well, I think they got overwhelmed, and I think sometimes when you get overwhelmed, you stand still. You don't keep moving because you just don't know what to do. Now, I think they've got to get over that, shake themselves up, jump out of the chair and start moving, because I think New South Wales has shown it can be done. So South Australia, they've got their act together pretty well. So I don't see why Victoria can't.
Yeah.